Welcome to Easy Maths. In this video we're going to focus our attention on the solution of triangles. In this case we're going to do it with two videos. The first one will be focusing on the sine rule and the other video will be focusing on the cosine rule. And so let's begin with the first video. Now, as we tackle the whole idea of solution of triangles, what we are trying to do is we are going to solve the sizes of angles or the lengths of sides of triangles using the sine and the cosine rule. And so as we begin with the cosine rule, as we begin with the sine rule, I'm going to say the following. When you're given a triangle sine, say the triangle ABC, and it's one on your screen there, we normally label triangles in this particular manner. There is an angle marked A, therefore the side opposite to that angle is marked with small letter a. If you like, the side BC. There's an angle marked B, and therefore the side opposite B, that is AC, is marked with small letter b. And similarly, there's an angle capital C, and the side opposite that, that's AB, is marked with small letter c. Now, the sine rule states that A all over sine A is equals to B all over sine B is equals to C all over sine C. Remember, on the numerators we have length of sides. The denominator we have sines of the angle opposite to the length in the numerator, like small a over sine capital A, small b all over sine capital B, small c all over sine capital C. Just to have a look at how this plays out in actual examples, we're going to focus on an example, and we have there an example. We're told solve the triangle ABC given that capital B is 63.2, small c is 5.4, small b is 9.24 centimeters. Remember, the small letters represent sides, the capital letters represent angles. We have one angle and two sides. I should say that sine rule is normally used to operate or solve triangles whenever we are given at least a side and an opposite angle, so that we use that to solve either another side or other sides, or another angle or other angles. And so for this example that is given here, we're going to have to draw the triangle as we have on your screen there, ABC, marked rightly there, and small letter A, small letter B, small letter C as shown. We're told that C is 5.4, and we're told B is 9.24, and capital B is 63.2, and therefore according to sine rule we have A over sine A is equals to B over sine B. In our case, B is 9.24 over sine 63.2, and this therefore is vital for us to be able to solve either A or capital A, and B, C, and capital C. Capital C is an angle and 5.4 is a small c. We are already given that. And therefore, we're going to do this. First of all, we do a cross multiplication. Forget about the A over sine A and use the equation that has 9.24 over sine 63.2 is equals to 5.4 over sine C. So cross multiplying this, you get 9.24 sine C is equals to 5.4 sine 63.2. Divide both sides by 9.24, you get sine C is equals to 0.5216. And doing sine inverse of that gives us C. That is, the angle C is 31.4. Now, we have the angle B and angle C. The angle A therefore will be simply 180 minus the sum of B and C, since angles in a triangle add up to 180, and it's going to be simply 85.4 degrees. We have one more thing to solve, that is A, and we're going to say the following. A all over sine A, and sine A is sine of 85.4, the A we just got there is the same as 9.24 all over 63.2. We'll do a cross multiplication of that, you get A sine 63.2 is equals 9.24 sine 85.4 as we have on the screen there. Divide both sides by sine 63 over 2 and you get A is 10.32 centimeters. Let's turn on to another example on sine rule. We told in the triangle PQR, in that triangle we are told find P and Q, those are small letters, to mean their sides. If capital R, which is an angle, is 43, capital Q is 61, again that's an angle, and small r is 5.1. Again, you should always notice that we are given as an angle and its opposite, that is the side, and that indicates we're going to have to use the sine rule. And so we have the triangle there, PQR, and therefore we have the 5.1 is a small letter r, and capital R is 43, and capital Q is 61. Now please notice that P, that's the angle P, is simply gotten by 180 minus sum of the two given angles, 61 plus 43, which gives us 76 degrees. So we have the three angles now. We have one side, we have two sides to find out. We're going to say that P all over sine P is equals to Q all over sine Q is equals to R all over sine R. The capital letters are the angles, and the small letters, which are in the numerator, are sides, which are opposite to the given angles. And therefore we say P all over sine 76 is the same as Q all over sine 61. It's the same as 5.1 all over sine 43. Again, writing a cross multiplication of Q over sine 61 and 5.1 all over sine 43, we just get Q times sine 43, which is that on there, is equals to 5.1 times sine of 61. Again, dividing both sides by sine 43, you get Q to be 6.5 centimeters. Moving on to the last part, you write P all over sine 76 is the same as Q all over sine 61, is the same as 5.1 over 43, sine 43. And therefore, using the first and the last, we're going to have P all over sine 76 is the same as 5.1 over sine 43. Do again the cross multiplication of this equation and get P sine 43 is equals to 5.1 sine 76. Divide both sides by sine 43 and you get the answer as P is 7.3 centimeters. And that way, therefore, we have come to the end of that first part of solution of triangles, focusing our attention on the sine rule. Again, I say that whenever we are working on questions about the sine rule, we must be given a side like 5.1 here for small r and the angle opposite to that. And therefore, whenever we're given that, it is always indicating that we are going to have to use the sine rule. As always, please like, share, subscribe. I'll appreciate. Check out also for the next video on the cosine rule. Thank you.